It's time for the Power Hour.
Woo!
Welcome,
Yay!
welcome. Hold on, I had it in the background going.
What do you got? What do you got going over there?
Oh, I had a poll going on, so it had the audio in. Welcome to the Power Hour. We are back. I'm in my man cave. Bruce showed me how to set it up. I have a new 4K camera in here, so hopefully it looks better. Although it doesn't stream 4K, but it records 4K. We have Star Wars news. Who wants to set up the Star Wars news?
Please Yay, Star Wars.
To thumbs up the video. I wish I had something else to cover, honestly. I'll be real.
Thank you, KK.
I wish she was like Superman. She's like holding it like, like Clark Kent revealing that he's Superman. She ain't no Superwoman, that's for sure.
What? She's a lot super than you.
She is not delivering. Starring Rey. We have the chat.
More Star Wars than George Lucas has ever done. Cough, cough. Thank you, Joe.
I know we're not talking about anything else that happened this week because it's not worth talking about. Honestly. Okay, so Star Wars to be or not to be. DL says, "Oh great. Another Star Wars trilogy that's not gonna happen." That's the way I went, DL. But then, okay, who you want to set it up, Bruce? You set it up because
I think people are jumping to conclusion.
I never do that.
I think this is actually the Rey Trilogy that's coming.
But do they say that?
They don't say it's not.
That's true.
We will know tomorrow because Star Wars Brazil celebration is this week, I believe.
Yeah. Now, I think they've delayed this movie so much, and things have fallen through. And naturally, if they were going to do a Rey movie, I could hear Bob Iger pushing Kathy, even if Kathy wasn't going to do it. I could hear Bob Iger when he's back. Don't do a Rey movie. Start the next trilogy. What
would the next trilogy be?
What's that?
What would the next trilogy be? Tell me.
I don't know, but I'm saying even though there's been complications with
Iger's a douchebag.
Iger? I don't think so.
Yeah, he is.
Even though I don't like the things he said during the strike, but even though he, now it's following my movement. Look at the camera. Look at that. This is better than what John Campia's got.
If you raise your hand and put your finger down, it should go in and out.
Look at this high tech. Watch. I'll get something that's in my fridge.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I can't reach. Whatever.
What is he doing? I don't even know what he's doing.
I was gonna get something in my fridge.
You're like a child.
I'm not gonna say what it is because someone said I shouldn't say what it is when I drink it. Okay. But I could see the pressure, even if Kathy didn't want to do it. That honestly, the amount of time that this is taking to develop the Rey movie, they should just make it the start of the next trilogy. Because fans that want Rey to come back, want the trilogy to happen. I don't care as long as we get the Mandalorian movie, and we get Ahsoka and Thrawn. I really don't care. Give sequel trilogy fans a sequel trilogy. I just hope they finally do it. I don't take any credence in this announcement. And then we have the thing.
It's not an official announcement. I must remind you that.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Not an official announcement.
I knew that's what you were going to say. It's deadline, Bruce. Stop playing this game. that
Oh
you
my
and
God, here
Crazy
we go.
Joe. This is why
Unless comes out of Lucasfilm's mouth, official announcement. This is not an announcement. This is just people hearing
it
from
is an announcement
sources.
through the trades.
Sources. Come
When you
on.
have trades like this, Bruce, this is the game that
Oh, here we
not
go.
only you, Joe, and Perp all play this game, but was it officially announced?
What a game.
This is why
was not
Kathy
officially.
does announcements through the trade. So she has
What? You have proof
this
of this?
deniability, like, well, we didn't really.
You have proof of this?
If it's deadline,
Where is your proof, sir?
This isn't
Please show me
Cosmic
this
Circus
receipts.
News or Cosmic Book News or Giant Freaking Robot. This is Deadline. Deadline is the type of outlet that will confirm.
And Deadline has been called out before.
They were not going to release this unless they checked with Disney. Well, let's get Degrassi. Degrassi, do you think this is official, or do you think this is... I'm so sick of this argument. It wasn't officially...
Well, Max
when it's a
goes on
major
his
trade,
tear.
they check. Yes. Okay.
Are you done?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I think I am. But honestly, I believe it. It's from a major trade. It's not from some Joe Schmo site.
Variety Deadline have been wrong before. We know this.
They still no. They've been wrong because Kathy lets them down. Because
Oh
Kathy
my
lets
God, here we
everybody
go.
down by no follow through. You know. Blue Jay does a member super chat for 8 months. Can we get Michael Bay to direct Star Wars, please? I honestly would be all for that because I want someone to direct Star Wars and I want it to be back in the theater.
You don't go to the theater to watch movies. What are you talking about?
I am going to go back. I've been busy.
Sure.
I'm getting my floor upstairs is being worked on as we speak. I sent you a picture. You know this.
I don't know what
I've
you're
been
talking
working
about.
on my basement.
There's no proof of this. I don't know what you're talking about.
We should actually look at the article if I can. I don't know if Deadline does like a paywall where you have to only read part of the article. Donovan says studios announce stuff through the trades. Announce is key. Just look at Wonder Man. Simon Degrassi says Simon Kinberg has been the refactoring leader of the Star Wars story group for quite some time. I know people are not... All right, let's go back to... Let's put that to the side on whether it's official or whether we think it's going to happen. Let's just go to the Simon Kinberg part, Bruce. What do you think of that part of the announcement?
Oh, that's a horrible idea. He's a horrible writer. Yes. X-Men Last Stand, X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, and the last Fantastic Four movie. Come on. Right there. Writings on the wall is going to be trash.
The Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I
oh.
don't really fault him for the X-Men movies. I actually liked Last Stand. It wasn't great, but it was a lot of great things about it, including Kelsey Grammer as Beast. It was awesome. I like a lot of this. There's some great Wolverine scenes in there. I really enjoyed Last Stand.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
And then Dark Phoenix.
Oh.
Or was it just called Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix.
That was supposed to be a two-parter, and that was right at the end before Fox merged with Disney.
Let me pull up another receipt. Didn't Deadline say that Netflix wouldn't buy Harold and the Purple Crayon, even though it was part of their overall deal with Sony? So there, bam, receipt. Deadline was wrong.
About the
because you could watch Harold and the Purple Crayon for the last couple of days now. Bam.
Great. I'm lining up to see the Purple Crayon.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see Harold's Purple Crayon.
No one's track record's 100%. Can you, Degrassi? Thanks for that info. Can you show me even a major trade where they're 100%?
Oh, now we're going. You're not 100%. You were like, it's a trade. It's a trade. Trade.
No, I said the trades check with Lucasfilm, and sometimes the actual studios make it where the announcement doesn't go through. Like, but I don't even know why anyone was talking about the Purple Crayon at Deadline. Blue Jay says Kinberg wrote Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie. Degrassi says, who wrote that piece of shirt? X-Men Apocalypse.
Trash.
Do we want any guests for today, Bruce? It's up to you. No offense if we don't, RJ. It's, we want a guest?
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right. Let's get another person's opinion on this breaking news. And I apologize.
But he did
I was
write
taking a nap.
I will say that he did write Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I give him a little credit for that.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Yeah. Taladia is a member for 20 months.
He wrote Jumper? Ooh.
Kinberg did create Star Wars Rebels. Samir, that would be really good if it's accurate. I don't want to doubt you at all, but I'm like, I didn't know he had anything to do with Rebels. I know that's Dave Filoni.
Rebels? Yes.
Star Wars Rebels. He did?
Yes.
Okay.
He did write Rebels.
Member for 20 months, Taladia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but that was sandwiched between Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse. Come on.
I liked Apocalypse.
Wow. Literally, just as I joined, we have major breaking news.
A Star Wars breaking news?
Streaming news.
Okay. I don't have the.
Are you ready for it?
I don't have the short on this part of the channel. So, breaking news.
So it was just announced that Macaulay Culkin will join Fallout Season 2 in a major role.
That is actually big news. Where can you share us something so we could look at that?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
I'm very happy because Macaulay Culkin does not star in a lot of things anymore.
I don't know. I didn't care about Fallout like a lot of people. I watched the
I
first
love
episodes.
Fallout.
I was just like, meh.
Love Fallout, and there's a lot of simps for Purnell.
And while you're doing that,
I'm sorry to call people out, but there are.
While you're doing that, I can show this
I don't
off.
blame them though. You got me it. Yes. Thank you, Bruce.
Oh, yeah. I got to show something
I can't
too.
Wait.
Hold on.
I thank you so much, Bruce. No one's ever got me anything like the PlayStation 5 Pro. I really appreciate it. You too, RJ?
I'm set. I just set it up just now.
Oh,
it looks great on my TV. I gotta admit.
Ooh.
It looks really nice. So I'm setting it up right now and downloading some games.
What's wrong with Max's mic?
I'm gonna slightly call you out, RJ. You say you're always like not having any money. You got
I got a job now. That's what happens when you work.
What are you talking about? He's like,
I'm working.
He's like stripping and making top dollar now. Duh. Right. They call him the professor on
stage.
Also,
too, I was saving for it. I saved like 2
paychecks. I know. I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you. All right, so let's bring up this. I think this is great. Hold on. I love the Fallout show. I know Brian's a big fan. This is the power of great television. It made the game more popular than it's ever been. Remember the downloads that happened when Fallout's TV series was going on?
Mm-hmm.
This
I didn't
is
download
a heavy hitter show. Even if you don't like Bruce.
I still
you don't like me? Jeez.
I still think Xbox made some mistakes by not putting a Fallout game into production in time for the show, or some kind of remaster or remake or something. Because that would have been huge.
I agree, but it didn't really matter because all the
what's an Xbox?
For all the games. What's that?
What's an Xbox?
Oh, come on. Okay, so let me read this. Macaulay Culkin joins Fallout Season 2 in a recurring role. This isn't just a cameo, apparently. No one is commenting, but Culkin said is to be playing a crazy genius type character. Does anyone know who that may be from Fallout lore?
I mean, most likely it's an original character for the show, because most of the stuff in Fallout Season 1 was like original characters that we hadn't seen before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is great news. Bruce, are you happy to see Macaulay Culkin back?
People that love the show and love Macaulay Culkin are fine.
Saw him in a major role before. Like I'm sure he's been working since. I know he's been working. I just can't remember anything. The last big thing.
I don't really think he has been working.
He really didn't need to work with Fallout on Home Alone money.
IMDb Macaulay.
What? What is this Blue Jay? McCulkin is an effing goat. What?
All right, should I bring up his IMDb? That is a funny. There was a funny image. It was. I guess he has been working IMDb exclusive. He's doing IMDb exclusives. Let me bring this up here. I don't participate in any console wars. I go every which way. I like them all.
Yes, we know you go all types of ways.
Yes, I like the X. I like the Sony. I like the Nintendo. Okay, so Macaulay Culkin. This is something he was in recently. Let me go to actor. Okay, 2017. Father John Misty, Total Entertainment Forever. And there was a short where he was eating a slice of pizza in 2013.
What?
Oh, that's the director. That's why I was sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I was thinking, like, what the heck? This is his acting.
That's why he was on American Horror Story.
The Second Best Hospital in the Galaxy, Intergalactic, The Righteous Gemstones, American Horror Story. Okay. Macaulay Culkin meets his most
American
obsessive-
Horror Story is probably the biggest thing on that list.
Yeah. The Angry Video Game Nerd.
What?
Okay.
He played a pizza
Oh,
boy.
that's right. Yeah, he did show up to do an episode. It was like a Home Alone episode for Christmas. I remember that.
Yeah, so it's been sporadic. This is a big role for him, though. You know,
Well, you can go and check out his OnlyFans.
he has an
I'm
OnlyFans.
kidding. I don't know.
I'm gonna start mine soon.
Blech.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fine. If you act like that, no links, no free links. Okay. His podcasts are kind of huge. He has a good podcast. Cool. Awesome. Well, that was good news, RJ. I don't know how we need to get back to Star Wars. Chris is here. Console wars in the year 2024, really? Well,
Yeah, sorry. I know I distracted from the topic. I just saw that and was like, oh, it's rare we get breaking news. So I was like, oh, might as well say something.
Yeah. Cheeseman, why did you make this your... Get this out of here. I don't want to see this. I don't want to think about anything. Like that. Get that out of here. Put a better... Make a better icon for your channel. Okay, sorry.
So I have a question, though, because I saw the deadline says episode 10, 11, and 12, but then Boris Kid from Hollywood Reporter said that's not true. It's not episode 10, 11, 12. It's something different.
Oh, for Star Wars. Okay, coming
Yes,
back to
Star
Star Wars. That is the thing. Okay, this is where the most...
Nobody for sure knows what it is. Just that it's a new trilogy.
Yeah, this is where me and Bruce disagreed on the phone.
Oh, here we
And
go.
I'm like, save it for the stream. We can't even talk on the phone. Like, a lot of time we have very rigorous debate on the phone. I'm like, we need to save it for the stream.
You said,
said-
rigorous masturbation on the phone? What?
No,
What's wrong with you?
that never happened. So I said, oh, great. This is just like Blade. And I'm like, you give this benefit of the doubt to Kathy, but when Blade gets us any type of movement or delay, everyone just laughs at Blade. We're never getting Blade. That's how I feel about Star Wars. And then he was like, well, maybe this is, well, he said this may be the sequel trilogy and not just the Rey movie. And I'm like, okay, so RJ, you're casting some doubt on that it's even a trilogy.
No.
Sequel trilogy. Or what trilogy is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So Boris Kit said it's not episode 10, 11, 12. It's a new trilogy, but they're not called episode 10, 11, 12. It's something different.
This is
But
very...
the deadline that they heard it's episode 10, 11, 12. So,
I wonder if they're not calling it episodes 10, 11, and 12 to get away from the numbering of the Skywalker saga. And it's still going to be featured Rey.
I think that would be stupid.
Why? There was no numbers on Star Wars for the longest time. Does it really matter what episode it is?
If they are actually doing a sequel trilogy and then they make too many changes, it's gonna... There's tradition.
Oh my god!
If they brought
you guys want new Star Wars, but then don't make it too much different. I want tradition. Nostalgia.
There's
Blah
things that are
blah
gonna
blah.
get there's things that are gonna get cheers. Like if they brought the 20th Century Fox fanfare at the beginning of Star Wars, because now since the last time they released the movie, they own Fox now too, which I don't think they did when Rise of Skywalker. That would make a big thing too. Why would you not put the numbers on it if it's a they didn't call the sequel trilogies episode 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I guess I was wrong about that. All right. Well, they are considered 7, 8, 9. Okay, well let's see what this says in this article here. Lucasfilm has closed the deal with Simon Kinberg to develop a trilogy of Star Wars films. Kinberg will write the trio and produce them with Lucasfilm chief Kathy Kennedy. I heard this will comprise episodes 10 through 12 of the Skywalker saga that began with George Lucas's 1977 first film. So that's just
Wait, can we press pause for a second, real quick?
Yes.
So it says with Kathleen Kennedy. So does that mean she's staying?
I don't know.
I'm just saying the article made a big deal to say with Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't really gave her like a big extension. You can hail her all you like, Bruce, but they didn't give her like the typical.
I just love she stays longer and
extension.
pisses
They
more
just said
people
she's
off.
going to be out. She's going to be with us through the end of 2025, but that's not
Who said that?
Somewhere.
No proof, no receipts.
No,
somewhere.
I don't have the receipts because I don't remember where it was. Because I follow this closely. They did not announce this big extension like they did last time. They just said she's going to be with us through 2025.
Anthony Beltre said they updated the article since then. Update.
Updated this article since when? Since release?
Yes.
There might be an update at the bottom, maybe.
Okay. All right. So I heard this will comprise episodes 10, 11, and 12 of the Skywalker saga, Lucas's 1977 first film, which, along with Steven Spielberg's Jaws, reshaped the global blockbuster game. Insiders disputed my intel that Kinberg will continue that storyline, saying that this instead will be a new saga and sit alongside percolating Star Wars projects with James Mangold, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. I don't think she's in it anymore. If she is, that's fine. I just don't. I haven't heard any updates with her. Taika Waititi and Donald Glover. Taika Waititi, I also think is not. Whatever. Donald Glover, probably. As usual, Lucasfilm and Disney are not commenting. Okay. Kinberg previously worked with Lucasfilm. Okay, I don't care about all this. He's involved in X-Men. People don't like that.
Oof.
And the Logan spin-off film. Okay.
Yeah, you wonder how someone like this keeps getting work after they have so many failed projects.
He's got more successes than Kathy with delivering.
What are you talking about?
Deadpool, Wolverine.
But he's not hired. He's being hired as a writer.
Smith, Sherlock Holmes.
Writer.
I know, as a writer. He's also produced Kenneth Branagh, Agatha Christie film trilogy.
Well, the best thing Simon Kinberg's done, when it comes to Star Wars, for sure, he wrote some really good episodes of Rebels. Like, if you like Star Wars Rebels, he did some really good episodes in that show. So, but the thing is, though, like with me, he's very hit or miss. Personally, some of the stuff he did with X-Men was good. A lot of it was bad. The Dark Phoenix movie, which he wrote and directed, that movie had behind-the-scenes problems too, but that movie was not good. So, I mean, like I said, he's hit or miss for me. So it's kind of like, we'll see what you got, I guess. You know.
Is Degrassi giving us an exclusive that he might be writing the return of Ben Solo?
Does Adam Driver want to come back?
That could be a young Ben Solo. We don't need Adam Driver.
If they did a young Ben Solo, people would flip out, even the new trilogy fans, because they love Adam Driver. They love Adam Driver.
I mean, Disney can roll.
Not really.
Money to Adam Driver's house and be like, "Come back, please. 3 more movies."
What did Adam Driver?
Is this what you're saying, Degrassi, that Simon Kinberg is developing the return of Ben Solo? Is that just? Are you just, have they announced that Chris Terrio is writing one too?
I
don't know.
He wrote Rise of Skywalker, and I did not like that movie.
I like Rise of Skywalker.
I really did not like Rise of Skywalker.
I don't. I have a hard time watching it. I can't finish it in one sitting. Just like that. I put that movie, Rise of Skywalker, and Dark Knight Rises in the same category. Both are really hard for me to watch. They just, I have so many problems with them, and I don't think it was necessarily the writer's fault though.
But I'm one of the weird people. Though. I like the Dark Knight Rises.
They really should have delayed 9.
He wrote both Justice League movies.
Well, yeah, Chris Terrio, he worked with Zack, wrote BVS, and he wrote Justice League, and he's talked about that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't put the blame on the writers though for the Rise of Skywalker, because they should have delayed it and made it work better after they got rid of the original director. They know there was people not happy with the second one. They should have taken their time with it, but they kept the release date. They weren't spending any more money developing a movie to make it right after Solo, after that debacle. Whether you like Solo or not, during that time, studios were trying to fix movies that they weren't happy with and pump more money into it, and both backfired. That's Justice League and Solo. At that time, two studios were doing it. Warner Brothers and Lucasfilm were both doing that. And they both caused massive losses. So after that, they weren't going to delay the third in the trilogy, but they should have, because I think it could have been. I think there was enough there that it could have been great. They could have wrapped it up really nice. It could have made the first two better, but more important to keep release dates. Dark Knight Rises is way better than Rise of Skywalker. I actually think I'd rather watch Rise of Skywalker than Dark Knight Rises. I like Last Jedi more now, but that's the big news for today. I wish there was more news.
Well, it's kind of a slow period just because there's a lot going on. You know, Hollywood's kind of on pause because, you know, not going to say the word, but something happened in the world. So it's like they're kind of just like taking a break, and news will probably trickle out. Like, oh, there actually is other news. I just realized.
Yeah.
They announced that there's going to be a Mass Effect series on Amazon Prime.
That is good. Mass Effect is a good IP.
From the writer of Fast and Furious 9, though.
Oh, jeez.
Yay!
How do these people still get work? I don't understand.
Well, let me see
what's on.
Please support the Power Hour by thumbsing up the video if you're just getting here. If you have any topics, I'm going to search for some topics now. I know I tweeted out something else on my Twitter, but I'm just going to check Joe Blow real quick to see as well.
Joe Blow.
Hey,
there was an announcement about video games.
Okay.
Do I have to bring it up? Yes, I do. I'm used to having slides. Thanks, Max.
I didn't tell. I was on time today.
Warner Brothers plans to focus on 4 core franchises going forward for gaming to ensure future success: Batman, Hogwarts Legacy, Game of Thrones, and Mortal Kombat. Screw you for no injustice.
Yeah, well, David Zaslav did kind of say DC, but he really said, yeah, we're going to make DC video games, but we're really going to focus on Batman because, well, Batman video games make a lot of money.
They did say Batman DC is what Samir said.
Just, you know, the primary focus is still going to be Batman.
Where did this come out, though, Bruce, this news? Because I saw this on X2, that they're going to... He's talking about new video games. Where did this come out from? Is this like a...
They had an earnings call today.
Earnings call? Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony Cheeseman.
Yeah, they added what, 7 more million subscribers?
Yeah, they were touting their streaming numbers, seeing that they're a lot better now.
So Max is actually doing well.
They did he did say something else though. He said that Joker 2 was a big disappointment and that they're kind of sad the movie didn't connect. And Zaslav also said something about that going forward, the movie studio needs to be more consistent because last summer they did really well. They started off the year really strong, but then Joker 2, he called it a big disappointment for them.
I think as time passes, people are going to look fondly on it and call it a masterpiece in a few years. even though I haven't seen it yet. I still didn't see it. Me and Bruce were supposed to go, but I couldn't get my AMC A-list
I think that was an
renewed.
excuse by Max not to
No,
go.
we couldn't get it renewed, and then we were busy doing other stuff that day, and we were just tired. I'm like, just forget it. I still haven't got my AMC A-list fixed. I don't know why it won't let me join again. It's like, no. The Batman being Blueprint, meh, I'm losing interest. In what, DC, CJH? They're going to come back in full force with Creature Commandos and Superman?
Unless he's talking about Batman video games being the template.
Oh.
Which, I mean, I can kind of see, like, I mean, some people love the Arkham games. Some people kind of want to see different types of video games. I get that. Again, though, I'm just wondering, where's the Wonder Woman game? It's been like 2-3 years since it was announced. Like, where is it? Where is it, Warner Brothers?
I don't know. It's just something about Wonder Woman and Superman having their own game. It just seems going to be very repetitive and.
See, I get that, but like the way they described it, it's being developed by the guys who did the Shadow of Mordor games. It's going to use the Nemesis system. It's going to be an action brawler game, and that to me is really exciting.
Voltaire 325 gave a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Voltaire. I'm up for a mic drop tonight if you'd like. I have to go get something from my mom. We picked up the trim for the flooring. They finally got it in, so we have it for the installer tomorrow. But if you're up to it, I could probably handle a mic drop tonight too. Let me know. So thank you for the support. The Power Bottom Hour is a great show. Thank you, I think. Do you want to join us on the Power Bottom Hour? The Disney Star Wars announcements are worthless. Well, then you have the caveat that it's not officially announced by Kathy. And this is why she does it through the trades. So if something falls through, she could cover her ass. That's what I think. You know, and then all her...
That's what you think. There's no proof, no receipts, blah,
Kathy
blah, blah.
shills.
Where's my I hate Kathleen Kennedy
I do
post?
not hate her. I would, if I ever met her, I would say thank you so much for all that you've done in producing. I would not thank her for Star Wars.
See, there we go. It's not an announcement.
See? Okay, whatever, Degrassi, whatever. This is the way it's been with Star Wars for years. Not many other studios have this issue. Maybe Sony has this issue announcing all these side characters after Venom and nothing goes through. But, you know, way surpasses any other studio with announcements, non-announcements, Star Wars Celebration, D23, and shit not happening.
What the hell is this?
Exactly, whatever.
Since when is Talati a gaming expert? I challenge you on that.
Degrassi, not every studio has this many issues. But let's get to the panel. Bruce, the other part of the Power Hour, the other half of the Power Hour, the better half, some say. I don't know about that. But what do you think? Does every studio have the issues that Kathy has?
What, announcing stuff?
And not follow through?
Not going for... Well, Marvel has had that for a long time.
What?
This slate has been
Which is
announced,
Blade.
pushed back. What?
Well, the
Blade.
biggest things with Marvel was the Inhumans movie, which got
Yes.
a new TV show. There was, and the other one, I guess, is Blade, because Blade, you know, got announced and it's having so many issues.
Donovan says Lucasfilm officially announced this because...
DC before all takeover. Look at that slate from 2018. Where is it?
Yeah, there's a few things that fell.
No, it's not. It's not only a Lucasfilm problem.
Lucasfilm. I'll just disagree.
And all of the other studios, you guys won't watch them because they're not comic book movies and
Blade
major
and
sequels.
Armor Wars, as far as I knew, is still happening in some form. They were changing the name of it or something.
Well, Don, you don't keep saying. I have no clue what's going on with that.
Didn't they film it?
No, you're talking about Ironheart. Ironheart they filmed like 2 years ago, and it's only getting released.
I thought they
this
filmed
year.
Armor Wars too.
No, Armor Wars doesn't even. No, it's not. They're still working on Armor Wars. They're still cooking it.
How are you so behind on Newsmax?
I thought they filmed it, so I thought that was like in the same situation as like Thunderbolts and Captain America.
Fire Don Cheadle.
They were reworking it. Honestly, at
What?
this
Fire
point,
Don Cheadle. What
no,
Don
at this
Cheadle?
Fire
point,
Don Cheadle. He's
at
a
What
this
Don
point,
horrible,
I would
Cheadle
drop
do?
our roadies,
horrible,
honestly.
horrible roadie.
What? He's been roadie for like 12 years now.
Exactly. Hashtag new roadie.
New
Who,
roadie.
who would do a better roadie than Don Cheadle?
I think
Anyone but him.
You know, I think I'm calling it here first. They should do this. I think it would be cool in Secret Wars if they have the two roadies, Don Cheadle.
Is
and
Bill
the first
Cosby
one.
available to play roadie?
No, and the first one from Iron Man 1. What was the actor's name?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. I think they should bring back Terrence Howard.
He was a better
for
roadie.
Secret
You know
Wars.
what?
That'd be cool.
You know what? If we're gonna do this, let's get Tyrese Gibson as roadie.
Sure.
That works.
I was actually joking, but okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Well, what's his name from what's this CSI? Malcolm. What's his name?
All right, we got a story about balls.
What?
Space balls. Now,
baseball.
first of all, who has concerns that it's Josh Gad?
I just have concerns that they're making this at all.
I think it's the right time. They're bringing back spoof movies. They're bringing back Scary Movie 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
bringing back
I just
Spaceballs too.
I just feel like if you're gonna do this, it needs to be. I think Mel Brooks is producing, but I feel like Mel Brooks should just have a bigger role or say in it, maybe.
Well, he also let them do History of the World Part something.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I just feel like +2.
They already announced the sequel name back in the first movie.
No, I know, but sadly, like a lot of the
Spaceballs,
actors
the for more merch.
Spaceballs. But the thing is, though, a lot of the actors have passed away. It's just like, would Rick Moranis even want to come back? You know, like, how do you do a sequel if like you can't necessarily do the nostalgia play and make fun of that?
They have to do a joke about announcing Spaceballs projects.
Well, that's the same. Like, you could make it a parody of like nostalgic sequels. Like, you could do a parody of the sequel trilogy and the passing of the torch. Like, you could do parodies and make some good jokes and have a lot of fun with it. But I don't know if it could work if a lot of your cast members won't be able to return. Like, and you try to do something new. It's just, I don't know.
Degrassi says instant failure. Everything Josh.
Hey Max, I'm tagging you. I'm tagging you, Max.
You're tagging me on X?
Yep.
Okay. Chris says not every classic needs to be rebooted or remade. Hey, Chillmonger, we'll probably have you on the show with me and Ray. Assume we're bringing back the interview series. We have a guest for this Saturday, but we'll be in contact with you soon. Nice to see you. Degrassi says, who watched the Spaceballs animated series on Spike TV? I didn't know there was one.
Hey, Christina. What's going on?
Hey, Christina. Okay. I want them to make this.
Before you do that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're a first-time viewer, and ignore Chris, the Gen X Jedi, in the chat. No,
yes, ignore him. I want them to make a sequel, but RJ, you did bring up good points about some of the actors not being around. John Candy, right? And then who plays Darth Helmet? That actor no longer worked because he was going to come back for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reboot or sequel.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis, yes. And then I think there was violence
Well,
against
wasn't
him
Josh
in
Gad
New
going to
York.
be in the Honey I Shrunk the Kids sequel and that
Who?
got canceled? Josh Gad.
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought he was.
And then the other ones,
Bill Pullman.
Mel Brooks played the Yoda-like character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you handle the sequel. I don't know how you handle it, but I still kind of want to see it. And I think there's great opportunities to spoof Star Wars now, especially since this came out. When the original Spaceballs came out, how many Star Wars movies were out already? Was it just the first Star Wars or Empire or Return of the Jedi? Once first Spaceballs came
I think
out.
the original trilogy was out already.
The whole trilogy? Okay.
I believe so.
There's so much material for them to spoof now. So I think it's... I think it's...
87,
Well, it's not just
so yes.
Spaceballs. It's not just Spaceballs getting a sequel, remake, reboot. Did you guys see that they're doing a new movie set in the universe of The Fly? David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Yes, I saw that. I think I
Yes,
covered
that's
that.
just like, I feel like, I don't know, like, this is like a deeper conversation we could have maybe one day, but it's like, I just wonder where the industry is going to go in the next 5 years in terms of what kind of major tentpole blockbusters they greenlight. If like we're going to see like a rejuvenation of like 80s properties, especially horror like comedies, just to try and do something different versus the action or like reboots or sequels, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start another poll. Should they make Spaceballs 2? Because everyone's debating it in the chat. See what the chat's.
They can make it. You don't have to watch it.
I kind of want to see them attempt it, but I do want it to be good. I think there's a great opportunity there, but
He said that about every remake.
I do think there's a lot of opportunities for great stuff, and a lot of great reboots and sequels came out of people saying they should leave it alone. You know. Okay, so let's see what it says here. Bring this up here. Ludicrous Speed, Josh Gad, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Pixels has gone to plaid since announcing his plans to develop a Spaceballs sequel. The promise of another Spaceballs movie is almost too outlandish to comprehend, as it has been roughly 37 years since the original comedy release. What business does Josh Gad have releasing a new can of Perrier into Mel Brooks' legendary Star Wars spoof? I would be upset if Mel Brooks didn't come back too. Does he have the juice to resurrect the property? Thankfully, Josh Gad told Forbes Spaceball 2 is going better than well, and those who read the script have been blown away by its progress. Do you trust Josh Gad that people that read his script for Spaceballs 2 were blown away with its progress?
Oh, if Mel Brooks approves of it, hey.
All right. Gad
You
is
only did a Blazing Saddles remake, kind of.
Jeez.
I haven't watched Blazing Saddles in a while. People have said it's not very appropriate.
Blazing Saddles is a great movie, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just that it's got some stuff in there where it's just like, it's a little dicey, but that's why it's definitely a product of its time. But I feel like it's a fun movie. It's good.
Speaking with Gad about his new, can you hear me okay as well? Is my audio good?
Max is talking right now.
Don't play the games. I'm testing my new setting.
RJ, can you hear Max?
Oh my God.
I didn't even know Max was talking.
Just forget it.
I don't know.
With Gad about his new Dark Horse comic, the writer, the Wolf Like Me actor, MGM, would lock him into Culver prison cell if he shared too many details about his Spaceballs sequel. Still, he did say, everyone who's read it has been blown away. The process of working on this with and alongside Mel Brooks has been one of my highlights of my career. So does that give anyone any confidence that he's at least saying in an interview that he's working alongside Mel Brooks, that he's working with him? I like to hear that. I don't know how much he's working with him though. No one's answering. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Actually, that was the back of it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Oh shit.
Chris,
Hello?
Chris said Josh Gad is a national treasure. He's not watching the Power Hour again.
I know people that don't do YouTube that much anymore that really can't stand Josh Gad. The Lounge.
I'm fine with Josh Gad. I mean, he's not in enough for me to really care about him either way. The thing I see him in the most is Olaf. I mean, it's Olaf.
And I'm not a big diehard fan of Spaceballs anyway. I think I've watched it twice in the last.
I love all balls,
years.
especially those in space.
Oh my God!
Degrassi says,
"Why you have space herpes?"
He said the same thing about History of the World Part 2, and that was hot garbage. Did he do that too? I've still never seen Part 2.
Josh Gad? I don't believe so.
Christina Payne says, use the Force and hit the thumbs up. That would be amazing if you can use the Force and thumbs it up. But even if you can't, please thumbs it up. We'd really appreciate it. I fixed my audio. Thanks a lot, panelists. So when pressed for more details, Gad continued, it was sort of a fever dream that this all happened. Mel had been so unbelievably supportive, involved, and electrified by this because it's the one that surprisingly got away. It's a dream to be able to finally make the reality prophesied by Yogurt in the first movie happen. I can't say more than that. I can't tell you anything beyond the process at this point. But I can tell you every hour of the day right now is spent making this project closer and closer to reality. And I think we're nearing the end zone here. So that's the update on Spaceballs 2.
The quest for more money.
Yes.
If they don't
was
call
it quest
it
for more money or the quest for more merch?
I think it was more money.
More money.
Either way, if they don't call it the title that was said in the first movie, it just cancel it. I mean, well, then what are we doing?
Yeah. Let me see what else we have here. We're getting more viewers. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Appreciate it.
I sent you a link. I tagged you on X.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I hope it's not so. Hope not.
Oh, yes, I did want to cover this. Thank you, Bruce. All right, hold on a second.
Oh, while you're talking about that, there's a lot of buzz about Penguin winning multiple being nominated for best TV show actor, best actress, female actor. It's that good. It deserves to win every category it's nominated when it's nominated.
All right. So do you see the image here? Can you bring that up, Bruce? Okay, so Ryan Reynolds.
Boo.
What, boo? Already?
I hated his Gambit. It was horrible.
I actually did not like it at first, and then I saw it a second time, and I loved Channing Tatum's Gambit. I got it. It clicked for me the second time.
He's about to make a name for himself.
What's that, RJ?
I say he's about to make a name for himself.
Yes. Say it the way he does.
I can't.
I wanted you to try.
I don't want to try.
Okay. Ryan Reynolds says Marvel is obsessed with Channing Tatum's Gambit. It's kind of like the same situation I went through. Once you show that it works well, that's really what they need. Sometimes they just need to see it in action. So, how possible is it that we're going to see his Gambit again? At least in Secret Wars, right? At least in Secret Wars. But they may just do another project just like they did Deadpool Wolverine. You know?
I mean, honestly, with where Marvel is at, I personally feel like they're at the point now where they're so into this idea of the fan service and trying to appease the fan base, and they're trying to chase audience interest.
You know what I would do?
I can see them making Channing Tatum's Gambit, like, doing more with them in some capacity, whether that's he's the Gambit in the MCU or something.
I would actually like them to do a Marvel special presentation of Gambit before Secret Wars.
I think they'll do what they do with a lot of projects. They'll just overdo it. The bit works once. If you continually do it over and over, it just becomes like another Thor.
Listen, you, Joe, Perp, listen. You complain about this, but the audience rewards it with money. So why wouldn't you do it? Don't you like money? If you were in charge, if you got extra bonuses based on this stuff.
Well, if I was in charge, Taika Waititi would have never have done a Thor movie the second time. No.
You couldn't have foresaw that he would come back and it would have been bad.
Fuck him and his goats.
Oh, wow.
What? Those goats were horrible.
Well, RJ, what do you think about Bruce's criticism there about these movies, about bringing back fan service and characters that didn't have a big role before, or characters that were supposed to show up and didn't? I say keep doing it until the audience stops rewarding you with money. You know, it's fun. My wife enjoyed it. She's been fatigued with superhero movies, but she loves this stuff.
Lots of people.
Creatively, people have the right to criticize it because
Yeah.
obviously, if you don't enjoy it because you feel like it's not creatively interesting, that's 100% valid. I think though the thing is where things are at, they're going to chase the money, and I think they're going to look at this and just be like, "This is what we're doing now." It's just they're going to chase the money, and I think that's kind of what we're going to be seeing going forward, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. I don't see any now. Once Secret Wars winds down,
Well,
then
that's
I'm
the thing,
like,
right? Like, we're in such a weird place with things too because I feel
Thank
like
you, TL.
I feel like Marvel is just trying to get to Secret Wars as fast as possible and just end this saga so they can move on to the next thing. I think we're seeing them. They just want to like wipe the slate clean and start again on better ground, better footing. Because I don't know. I feel like after Secret Wars, we really need to put the multiverse stuff to bed for a while and just like let it be it. Like
But that's the answer for everything, though. You don't have to explain anything. You just say multiverse.
But that's
People-
the problem. Like I feel like there is multiverse fatigue.
Chris, you're right, Chris. Marvel Studios has more $1 billion movies than released than any other studio.
Like honestly, once we do Secret Wars and we have all these characters come back for one last hurrah, that's got to be it. Like we got to do something new after that.
What are you talking about, Degrassi? The coming hyperinflation will affect movie ticket prices? Forget about concessions?
Well, that's a whole other topic.
That's a whole
What
other
is this?
thing.
What are you talking about, hyperinflation? Is that from the
We
tariffs
know
we're
what he's talking about. Don't play dumb, Max. Come on,
No,
Max.
I didn't hear this term, hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation? I said it to you earlier today.
You did?
It's the economy.
Yes.
What's gonna
Why
happen
you on your knees in the basement?
Okay. I was trying to get the Ethernet cable. Okay, so I'm all for this.
Who would be his rogue though? Like who would be a good rogue to be opposite Channing Tatum?
I think as someone right now is Ella Purnell, maybe.
You think she can do the Southern Belle accent?
I think she could do anything she wants.
Well, of course you don't. I care about like authenticity to the character, guy.
I don't know. I would. I'd love. I think since they have Channing Tatum as Gambit, who we've heard about for years, and he's probably not going to stay Gambit forever. Like they're probably going to use him and then Secret Wars and then be done. Maybe another project. I would actually definitely go with what was that social media person on X that had her dressed up as Rogue and was doing a campaign.
Oh, Keke Palmer?
Keke Palmer. I would actually bring Keke Palmer in with Channing Tatum's Gambit.
I would pick Elizabeth Giles. She was great. A lot of people didn't watch Dynasty on CW, but I think she would make a perfect Rogue.
Well, what do you think about Keke Palmer? Since
Man,
I mean, if there was going to be Rogue,
not opposite of Channing Tatum.
Why?
Please.
I think that would be great.
I know.
I honestly like Rogue is one of my favorite characters in all the comics. I honestly don't know who had casted her though. It's really hard to find. I don't know. For like casting Rogue, it just feels like it's one of those things where I can't really picture a fan cast. Like then it's like jumping out to me like, oh, that's the perfect Rogue right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, I have one more article here, and then we can end it. Jacob McKenzie, if you're there, don't worry. I will be doing the mailbag on a later stream tonight or tomorrow. I'm getting back to the regular streaming since we've just been so busy in the madhouse.
Anna Taylor-Joy. Anya.
Anna Paquin isn't.
I want you know what though?
No.
I want Anya Taylor-Joy to come back as Magic. Because like even though the New Mutants movie was terrible, she's really good casting for Magic. Like if she was in a better movie and could actually be the character, like with the full on outfit, with the powers and everything, and the sword, she'd be really good at it, I think.
All right, so this may be the last article unless Bruce or RJ has something for me. Brian is chilling. I talk to Brian all the time. He's having fun. He's just doing his own thing right now. He'll probably make an appearance every once in a while. Who here likes Jack Black? I do.
Yeah, I like him.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
I do think his past work with comedies and stuff is better than his current stuff. Although he did have the recent hit in the Mario movie. But there's another Santa movie.
Bring him back in Star Wars.
No, I honestly didn't. I don't care if they bring back his character in Star Wars, because then you'll have to bring back what's her name, and that wasn't great either. That was
Lizzo.
cheesy.
More Lizzo.
Are you serious? You want more Lizzo?
Why not? It was funny.
Night that episode, I was so.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but I did not love it. Like, I'm not begging.
I
for
was
him to
so
come
excited
back.
to hear that Christopher Lloyd was going to be in Star Wars, and that was the role he played. I'm like, really? It's just come on,
So,
Christopher
what
Lloyd.
what do you
give
think
him
of
something
this?
better to do?
Yeah. What do you think of this first image of Dear Santa? He actually looks like Bowser, live action Bowser with the horns. What do you think of this first image? Did you know? Does anyone even know about this movie before this little?
I saw it earlier today. Something about an evil Santa.
Are they overdoing the evil Santa stuff? Is it too much?
Well, it's not really evil Santa. It's just more like twists on Santa. You know, like this is interesting enough to where it's like, okay, I don't know if anyone's going to check it out in theaters, but I could see it being a hit on streaming or something, or PVOD.
I thought Lizzo was canceled. I don't know.
Not canceled.
Okay. All right. Well, here, Dear Santa puts a devilish twist on the Christmas figure in a new trailer. It's a Fairley Brothers comedy. That's a little more intriguing that the Fairley Brothers are behind it. I once really liked the Fairley Brothers. I think they kind of fell off. You know, who still likes the Fairley Brothers? They did
I haven't seen much
Dumb
of their.
and Dumber, Something About Mary.
I haven't seen much of their recent stuff, so I can't say.
Originally, this was titled Dear Satan instead of Santa.
Hail Satan.
Same thing.
Hail
What I heard.
Satan.
Yeah. Samir says, well, me and Bruce may do a trailer reaction tomorrow or over this weekend sometime. We might do a few trailer reactions.
About what?
Huh?
About what? For this?
Yeah. So Samir
Okay.
says he saw the trailer and it looks painfully unfunny, incredibly cheap.
Actually, the first reviews are out for the red one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I had a question for Bruce before we ended the show.
Okay. Well, sure. I want to look at this here. The Fairley Brothers reunite with Jack Black after 2001 Shallow Hal. I didn't not like Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
I like Shallow
Oh,
Hal.
that was the Jack Black Gwyneth Paltrow comedy. Yeah.
Isn't that where she wears a fat suit? I don't like.
Well,
type
yeah,
things.
it's about like a very shallow guy.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
he sees like beauty on the inside, like it's external now and all that. Yeah.
The Holly Jolly comedy centers on Liam Turner, Robert Timothy Smith, a young boy who still believes in Santa Claus. Liam isn't the best speller, and while writing his yearly note to Santa, he misspells the rotund elf's name, addressing his wishes to Satan instead. Touched by the boy's
Hail
outreach,
Satan.
Satan visits Liam, bringing the gift of devilish tricks, demonic shenanigans, and
Hail
laughs
Satan.
to the spirit season. That's actually a really funny premise. I know people were telling us in the chat the premise, but whether it's executed good or not, that is very, very funny premise. Are you on board with the premise? That's a good
Yeah,
setup
I think
for
that's, I
comedy.
think that's a good premise.
Yeah.
Anytime Satan is involved in a movie, I'm all for it.
Jack is just the guy with his arching eyebrows and his faces and all that. There's a little bit of mischievous to him at all times. He's eminently likable, and that's just Jack. We never wanted to make it a horror movie or something like that. We wanted it to be comical. So it was a delicate ball of playing this iconic character, but doing it in a way that the audience can have some fun with it. And Jack was the perfect guy. He also explained it's a family story because it's Christmas. But you know what? Pete and I were the Fairley Brothers, so we wanted to put our skewed version on Christmas Story like this. But at the same time, we don't want to just blow it up. We want it to have a sweetness to its A sweet Satan is what they're saying. Underneath the Edge and all that. So it's a Fairley Brothers Christmas movie. Oh, it's on Paramount Plus and digital November 20th. So it's not going to theaters?
Movie. Okay. Yeah, it kind of sets the expectations, you know. It's not bad.
I will definitely watch it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That poster there does not sell me on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's meant to attract the north. That looks like the kind of poster that you'd see on like the streaming app to be like, hey, click on this. This looks interesting. You know, that kind of thing.
All right, what did you say, RJ? You wanted to?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Brucifer if he's read Absolute Superman yet.
No, I'm gonna read it later today.
Okay. So far,
I saw a panel with Lois and Superman. I'm just like,
I know, isn't that crazy? And they're kind of reversing that.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. From what I saw from that,
but
that
you know,
panel,
it's gonna be like a slow burn story, you know. And I think they're still gonna be in a relationship. It's gonna be very different though.
Mm-hmm. From what I saw from that panel, I'm thinking she embraced her father's legacy of being in the military with that.
Yep, that's what I think.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
I'm assuming. Can't wait to read it today.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it too. I'm ready either. I will say though, still my favorite of the ones I've read. I loved Absolute Wonder Woman, but I still think I slightly preferred Absolute Batman just because I feel like it was a stronger. They're both really good though. I think they're both really good. Like if you're not reading the Absolute stuff, like go read it. It's really good.
Yeah,
cool. I'm glad people are enjoying DC
such
comics.
A home run with writing from DC for the last.
I think it's also
years.
It's a home run. I feel like the All In stuff's been a home run for getting people into comics again too. Just like getting like people who haven't been into the ecosystem, getting them back in.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for all the other titles, and I think Batman Absolute Batman 2 comes out next week. So yay.
I wanted to share one more article because I think this will be up Bruce's alley because you like the Interview with the Vampire series.
Of course, AMC. It's an amazing series.
Yeah, but did you hear about this? It could go into season 2 now. Mayfair Witches season 2.
Yeah, I love Mayfair Witches. I read both series. I read all the books for Mayfair Witches, even the crossover books with Lestat.
It has Alexandra Daddario in it.
It's a really good series if you haven't watched this.
So you recommend
on Netflix.
This one too?
It's on Netflix also.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the better though? Interview
with a Vampire is way better than Mayfair Witches, but Mayfair Witches is good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it's getting to season 2. AMC is delivering besides just Walking Dead.
I just finished the first season of Daryl Dixon. That was really good, actually.
Okay, it's not that I've given up on Walking Dead. It's just that I lost track of it. I was watching on the app, the free version of the app, and they only had like 1 or 2 episodes at a time, and then they disappeared, so I lost track of what the last few seasons of the official mainline series.
Well, you got if I'm correct, you still have YouTube TV on your main television in the room.
Okay.
You could
I haven't heard of Mayfair Witches at all. It's the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was a really good book series. Really good.
Which, as you may have deduced from the title, is based on the author Anne Rice's trilogy of Mayfair Witch novels. Was only 4 episodes into the 8-episode run of its first season when AMC ordered a second season of the show back in February 2023. Last month, it was officially announced that fans are going to have the chance to see new episodes in the show. Mayfair Witches Season 2 premieres on January 5th, 2025, so you don't have long. It's Season 2 of Mayfair Witches is coming up soon. Go binge the first season.
Yep.
It's a good cast.
But I would recommend watching Interview with a Vampire first.
Watch Interview with the Vampire first.
Yeah.
But this is another good streaming show that's having success. Check it out.
My TV time attention has gone towards Penguin though. That's the show I've been watching.
I haven't even watched. The only Penguin I watched was just a little bit when Bruce was here. I just saw.
You haven't watched Penguin yet?
It's just because we've been.
Oh my god!
We've been so busy. I haven't been able to go to the movies. And when I do have time to watch something with my wife, we were watching which From is wrapping up, so I'll have more time.
Did your wife finish Agatha? Has she gone back and watched more?
I had
I
to
think we
finish
have
Agatha.
to.
I still have 3 episodes left, but I liked what I was watching.
We had to put my PlayStation in the basement, so we don't even have.
You live in the
Oh.
basement now?
I can.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? You have a smart TV. You don't need your PlayStation.
That smart TV is old and it doesn't work right. I mean,
I fixed it when I was
YouTube
there.
TV works, but none of the other apps work.
I fixed it while I was there.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bruce. You see how helpful it is to have a Bruce around, a king of nerds. I appreciate it. I need to visit you next time though. Okay, so Bruce says check out Mayfair Witches season 2 or season 1 after the interview with the vampire.
It's very sexy.
Both of them?
Both of them are very sexy.
Okay, there you go.
You know, witches having sex with ghosts. Very sexy.
Really?
Yeah, that's the whole plot of the Mayfair Witches. It's a demonic spirit that the witches become obsessed with, and they have sex with him from generation to generation, from mother to daughter to mother to daughter. It's a repeating cycle. The name of the spirit is called Lasher.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's really intense.
Well, I think that's it. Thank you for joining us on the Power Hour.
Yay.
That's never going to get old.
What's going to get... Oh, jeez. Are you really playing with that?
Yes, I
Learn
am.
all the hand
Are you
gestures
amazed?
to control the camera.
Are you amazed, RJ? John Campia's camera's not this good.
What do you use it for?
I don't know. Camera's cool. Samir likes it. All right, so how do I end this here? If I end it, is it going to immediately?
I'll do it. It'll automatically play the thing.
Okay, thank you.
So
Thanks
like the stream. If you're watching on my channel, go over to Movie Madness Entertainment and like it. If you're watching on Movie Madness Entertainment, go over to Kingdom of Nerds and thumbs up. Tomorrow night we will be doing on the Qualified on my channel a Betty Page spotlight. So a lot of sexy cheesecake covers, comic book covers, and Sunday comic book show we will be reviewing Absolute Superman. Yay!
Cool. Awesome. And I'll be around somewhere. I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't know what show yet. Oh, Saturday, the Have You Met series is coming back around 1 p.m. Eastern with me, Rhea, and a special guest. So that's great. It's an interview.
I got a 3-day weekend, so I'll probably be spending my weekend playing my new PlayStation. So,
all right,
I'm going to play on it though. I haven't decided yet. I might get the new Dragon Age.
I wish I would have paid that money for the special 30th anniversary edition.
Oh, I would have too, but the scalpers got that.
That's sold out so quick.
I know the scalpers got it.
Who cares, RJ? What are you doing with your old PlayStation 5?
I gave it to my dad. He's playing Final Fantasy Birth right now.
I was going to say we could try to get Bianca one. She needs a PlayStation 5. She's been trying. She said she tried to get one and got almost. I think she may have unfortunately got scammed.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Betty Page. She's like, who's Betty Page? Hold on,
Samir, you're 60 hours in the Dragon Age. My wife plays that.
Wow.
She's playing it right now, actually.
Oh, that's right. How was your experience with it?
That game about people being angry at it for being woke, and I'm just like,
she doesn't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
She don't care about that.
No, Bianca. I still say if you need a new TV, go to Facebook Marketplace. They're super cheap or free. People just
Bianca just got scanned. You're telling her to go to Facebook.
No, to get a TV first. And then we'll.
But still, you're telling her to go to Facebook. Like that's an easy way to get scammed. Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, I got scammed on Macari.
To get a TV.
Screw Macari.
The stuff that's expensive, it's more likely you're going to get scammed. The TVs, people just give away free TVs.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds like a scam, man.
No, it's not a scam.
You meet up in a dark parking lot.
Look at all those TVs there. I can't.
How many TVs you have?
A lot.
Too many?
Okay.
Hold on while I do this. Don't end the stream yet. Give people a preview of a little Betty Page action tomorrow night. How do you do? Oh, here we go. There we go. We'll be showing Betty Page covers from yesteryear, current year, all types of years. And here is one of them. Betty Page, Queen of the Nile.
That's an amazing cover.
I have it over there. I love that book.
Wow.
I don't know if Betty Page is, but it looks nice.
She was a
Google
America's
Google
first
Bernie.
pinup girl.
Google Betty
Okay.
Page.
Yeah.
Ooh,
A lot of,
Twice spicy.
A lot of walls were covered because of Betty Page.
Bianca says, "Is she dying?" I don't.
No, I think she's been dead for a long time.
William used to date her. He would be so lucky. I would love.
Yeah, she
if that's
died
the
in
truth.
2008.
Oh,
Do we have?
I'm going to go to
All right.
William's stream and say, "Did you date Betty Page?"
And what was great about Betty Page, she was not a very, what they consider thin girl back then. She was thick.
And that's the way I like it. Bye, everyone.
What? Where we going?
You said you were ending it.
We are ending?
Oh,
we-
you're showing more.
Are we? That's the actual Betty Page.
Beautiful.
Oh, she's a real person. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's a real person.
I don't know why I
Right.
didn't just click. That should have clicked me a lot sooner, but my brain's not working.
All
Amazing.
right, let's get out of here.
No, let's just keep looking at Betty Page pictures. It's not going to get
Oh,
weird.
Jeez, I'll send
Bye,
you
everyone.
I'll send you more spicy pictures later.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Jeez,
CJH can't
Betty-
hear me. Can you hear me?
Betty Boop.
Can you hear me?
No, I wasn't thinking of Betty Boop. I don't know. My brain's been fried. It's been a long week. It's been a stressful week. So
Mhm. All right, it's up to you, Bruce, to hit the thing. Hit the button.
it's like the most awkward ending to a show ever.
I know.
I don't know.
That's
Bruce
what we
said
do
he
here.
was